Hey everyone, and welcome back to Scandalous Media. It's Alana here, and you already know what time it is. It's Met Gala time. Now, the Met Gala has been one of the biggest nights on social media and in fashion because we all gather along, grab some popcorn, and get ready to either praise or destroy the outfits of every celebrity who walks the carpet. In this video, we will discuss a few things. A. History of the Met Gala and popular drama surrounding it. B. This year's theme and the past few themes before it. C. Why Karl Lagerfeld sucks. And D. Honorable mentions, the good and the ugly from this year's red carpet. So while we all tune in to the biggest night of fashion, how many of us can actually say we know what the Met Gala even is? The Met Gala, or Met Ball, was formerly called the Costume Institute Gala/Benefit. This is an annual fundraising gala held for the benefit of the Metropolitan Museum of Art's Costume Institute in New York City. Long story short, it's a charity gala event that is hosted to raise money for the Costume Institute in New York City. It is one of the largest costume institutes in the world with over 35,000 costumes and accessories representing 7 centuries of fashionable dress, regional costumes, and accessories for men, women, and children from the 15th century to the present. So yes, quite different from your average celebrity VMA red carpet. The Met is annually held on the first Monday of May, and Anna Wintour, who is the editor-in-chief of Vogue, has chaired the Met Gala since 1995. This means that she is generally in charge of hosting the event and inviting celebrities to the event. There is controversy about Anna Wintour and her out-of-date style, or the fact that people think she is ruining Vogue, or approving outfits that don't fit the Met theme, never showing up in a good outfit herself, and so much more. Anna essentially does invite the celebrities and approves their outfit, but it's more complicated than that. She usually just gives a green light to the outfits, but she doesn't sit there analyzing everything and helping out unless she wants to. Now, there are a few ways to get invited to the Met Gala. The most common way a celebrity gets invited is by attending the event with a brand. For example, Versace or Prada will purchase a table at the Met Gala, and they will pick the celebrities they want to represent them by putting them in their clothes. Sometimes this is why a celebrity won't be on theme, because they are simply there to represent the brand and were dressed by that brand. A company like Instagram can also purchase a table at the Met and invite their own guests to attend as well. And when a company is bringing someone to the Met, there is more freedom in what and who to wear. Another way to be invited is by getting a personal invitation from the Met Museum themselves. The option most people don't go for is simply buying a ticket. The ticket price literally ranges from $25,000 to $250,000. The Kardashians are usually a huge topic at the Met Gala, with everyone swearing that they are not invited every year for a month before the actual event.
You can't sit with us!
And just like every other time, people swear Anna isn't inviting them, and suddenly we have them all looking at us like the Miley Cyrus Blue Eyes meme. Kim, Kendall, and Kylie show up most, if not every year. And their outfits usually bring a lot of talk because half the time it won't be on theme, won't look good, or they'll actually slay and have us talking about it all year long. I know Kendall's 2021 Met look was one for the books. Even her and Kylie's 2019 camp look was stunning and actually something different from them. People have grown to love Kim's 2019 wet dress look, which I actually loved the moment I saw because it literally looks like a cartoon wet dress brought to life. Now, it wasn't always like this for the Kardashians. There was actually a time where they were looked down upon in Hollywood from people like Anna herself. Before 2013, none of them could even think about being invited to go. It was when Kanye West took Kim as his +1 in 2013 is when Anna started to invite Kim and then slowly started to invite the rest of them. Kim built up that relationship with Anna and other people who were very important in high fashion society. But Anna, like most high fashion celebrities, didn't think the Kardashians were anything but trashy reality TV stars. And it was when Kim got with Kanye and he helped her a lot in her own fashion sense and identity when doors started opening for them. After her divorce with Kanye, Kim even gave him a lot of fashion credit and said she used to panic about what to wear because he had a lot of impact and voice about her outfits before the divorce, and she didn't know how she was going to figure it out without him. Comment down below if you guys want a video about how Kim and her sisters went from trashy reality stars to A+ celebrities respected in the fashion and celebrity world. What makes the Met Gala so interesting is that every year there is a new theme that everyone is supposed to follow. Now, in a perfect world, everyone follows the theme, but that usually isn't the case, which can sometimes make it really annoying to keep up with these Met looks when they're all over the place and not paying any homage to the entire theme. In the past, we have gotten themes like 2015's China Through the Looking Glass, 2018's Roman Catholic theme, which most people believe was the best theme, seeing as many celebrities attending were actually in theme wear, 2019's Camp Notes on Fashion, where we got the hilarious moment from when Karlie Kloss gave us a sneak peek of her looking camp right in the eye and showed up in the most boring outfit possible. It was so off-theme and terrible, there were articles written about it. Camp fashion is meant to push all fashion limits, go above and beyond in the most creative way possible, the sky is the limit type of thing. And so when she said looking camp in the eye and it came out like that, Twitter was having a field day. One Twitter user wrote, "Poor Karlie Kloss thought camp meant the boy-girl formal at summer camp." 2021, we got the theme In America, a lexicon of fashion, and this was so terribly done, and it's like people saw American culture and jumped to the tasteless aesthetic of politics, and nobody was even on theme. It was so tragic, they needed to give it another shot next year, with the 2022's theme also being about American culture, called Gilded Glamour, which is supposed to represent old Hollywood. That was the year we got Kim Kardashian wearing and possibly ruining Marilyn Monroe's iconic gown where she sung Happy Birthday to President John F. Kennedy. The Met Gala has always had a theme dating back to 1973's The World of Balenciaga, 1976 The Glory of Russian Costume, 1989 The Age of Napoleon, costumes from 1789 to 1815, all the way to the 2023 Met Gala theme, which is Karl Lagerfeld, A Line of Beauty. Karl Lagerfeld is legendary and has been dubbed as one of the most brilliant fashion designers who has revived many of the brands we all know and love, most especially known for his revival of Chanel, which before him was plummeting and hitting bankruptcy. Karl joined Chanel as the creative director from 1983 to the time of his death in 2019. He oversaw every aspect of the fashion house's creative output, from designing collections to overseeing ad campaigns and store displays. He's worked with other brands as well, such as Balmain, Fendi, and of course on his own fashion label. He's definitely iconic and will stay remembered, to say the least. That being said, he has a very long and problematic public history. For starters, he absolutely despised fat people and would make sure to mention it as often as he could. He once said Adele was a little too fat, but she has a beautiful face. What? In 2019, he told Focus magazine, "No one wants to see curvy women. You've got fat mothers with their bags of chips sitting in front of the television saying they think models are ugly. Fashion is about dreams and illusion." Somebody made a really good point, saying that as much as Karl loved speaking about individuality, creativity, and artistry, he really did have the most boring, typical, tiring belief about physical beauty when it comes to women, and that was the thinner, the better. He also believes Coco Chanel wasn't a feminist simply because she wasn't ugly enough for that. He does have a long history of being misogynistic and was notoriously skeptical of the MeToo movement, saying what shocks him the most is the women who remembered something that happened to them 20 years ago, and if they didn't want their pants pulled, they shouldn't have become models. He was very cutthroat and excused the cruelty of life simply because he couldn't relate. He dragged Heidi Klum, saying she was no runway model because she was too heavy, had too big of a bust, and was always grinning so stupidly. Many people believe that because Karl was insecure in his own body and struggled with his own weight, it's why he was always so harsh on other people's bodies. Apparently his own mother tied him to his bed at 8 years old so that he wouldn't get up in the middle of the night to eat. And there was just so much more to the list, so it's safe to say that as much as he was brilliant in the world of fashion, he did kind of suck as a person. If you take a look at most of this year's looks, they were all in black and white, which is a clear reference to Karl's signature look. So let's see what we have, and as always, we will rate them from 1 to 10. Doja Cat. Doja Cat showed us that creativity can be as simple as face makeup. While she stuns in this white beaded sparkly dress, she is coming as Karl's cat, Choupette. It's a funny play on play because her stage name is Doja Cat and she's dressed up as Karl's cat. Lizzo. Lizzo wore a custom Chanel dress inspired by the 1991 fall collection. She looks amazing and nothing screams Chanel more than a signature black dress with white pearls. Dua Lipa. Dua Lipa absolutely stunned in this dress. It's so beautiful and chic with the iconic Chanel tweed fabric and design. There's nothing else to say besides how beautiful the dress is, but unfortunately it was pretty forgettable and underwhelming. This was a Chanel 1992 couture wedding dress, and the only thing that really stood out was Dua's necklace. Bad Bunny. It always feels like a chore to talk about the men at the Met Gala, because it's like, here's this woman in this beautiful 15-pound dress, the makeup, the hair, oh, and he's here too in a suit. But the men actually popped off this year. Bad Bunny was all glam in this backless suit that had a floral train referencing Chanel's use of flowers in their design. He was also not the first star to wear them either. Here's a few photos of celebrities who also were using Chanel's iconic camellia flower. P. Diddy. The camellia flower is as closely identified with the House of Chanel as the double C logo. P. Diddy also wore this full black suit with the camellia flower as a cape. He wore sunglasses, the pointed boots, and the gloves, all credit given to Karl. The all-black outfit was decorated with 600 crystals, and his train was made from over 1,000 flowers of silk and velvet petals. Kim Kardashian. More from this style of white/cream-colored outfits with pearls, we have Kim Kardashian. I usually like Kim's looks. I think she rocks a lot of the outfits she wears, and while this was such a classic take on such a sexy design, I can't help but think it's just one of those outfits that didn't stand out that much. It definitely gets an extra point since the design is referencing Kim posing for Playboy magazine in 2007, wearing nothing but pearls, while Chris so famously said the line, "You're doing amazing, sweetie." Kendall Jenner. There's a lot going on here. It's giving fashionable circus performer/magician. I like that she's referencing Karl's signature white collar look that he always wore. The outfit to me looks like it's missing something, and that might be the skin-colored sheer pantyhose, which might have tied the look better if it was all white or black. I feel like without that, she's just dressed in a sparkly leotard. Kylie Jenner. Kylie does look incredible as always in this high slip bodycon red number. Although it's not on theme, it is creative in the way that the train of the dress also doubles as a coat for the dress. Unfortunately, it's such a Kylie outfit that it's almost already forgotten. Lil Nas X. I didn't see anyone who enjoyed his outfit, but I personally didn't mind it. At least it wasn't boring. He came out with grey body paint all over him, and was decked out in crystals, also resembling Karl's cat. I don't hate or love it. I feel like being in it must feel really cool, because you're practically naked covered in crystals, but I saw a lot of people hating on this look, which to me was funny because it's such a basic celebrity move that you'll either go nude, sheer, or be covered in body paint. Cara Delevingne. I really liked Cara's take on mixing Karl's signature style with elements of punk into it. The dark eye makeup and frosty grey hair really complement the look, and usually I'm not a fan of thigh-high boots on the red carpet, but these boots pulled together the outfit, which was a white low-high dress. Suki Waterhouse. Suki Waterhouse's outfit was not really on theme at all. Chanel and Karl's signature looks and styles is the black and whites, the tweed fabric, pearls, gold and black, gold belts. Like, you'll know it's Chanel when you see it. And Suki was giving off spring editorial vibes. It's cute, but that's literally it. Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie is another one that could have aimed higher. Everything about her look was pretty with this emoji. On top of all of that, it was also pretty forgettable. Which I'm sure is like the biggest insult for the Met Gala. I also hate the midriff of the dress. I hate that you can see the plastic lining, and it might have looked better cut out. It looks like those see-through shoes that the Kardashians were wearing for the longest time, and it just looks uncomfortable. Ashley Graham. I loved Ashley's dress. I feel like the cut of the whole thing is very vintage. Combining the color of soft pink with black definitely fits into Chanel's vibe. I love that it's over the top, and on top of it, it does reference Chanel's 1987 couture dress. Jared Leto. I'll give it to Jared. He usually goes on theme and actually wears something interesting to the Met every year. Usually his Met looks are met with great applause. So it was not surprising that he jumped into a full cat costume resembling yet again Karl's cat. I think it was fun. People went crazy over trying to figure out who was that for a moment before he jumped out. It was funny and creative, and like I said earlier, creativity doesn't mean who thought the hardest or who did the most. It can be something as funny as jumping into this huge costume. Sydney Sweeney. Sydney rocked this dress from Miu Miu, and I kinda love it. I love the cut of the dress, the long train, the color. I just don't know how I feel about the black bow. It sort of clashes with the dress in my opinion, and in certain angles it looks like her leg or just some part of the dress your brain is not comprehending. But I also feel like the dress without it lacks something. This is just how it's coming off from pictures. I'm pretty sure up close and person it was stunning and the jewels were bedazzling. Ice Spice. Ice Spice at the Met Gala gave off impersonator vibes. Like, if you've never seen Ice Spice before and someone were to show you a photo of her at the Met Gala, I would say this is someone cosplaying as something else. I don't know if it's the orange hair with the white dress, or the fact that the dress wasn't tailored correctly for her body, or the fact that there are lines of see-through mesh. It just falls flat, I think. Also, I saw a lot of people making a big deal about her appearance at the Met, and after inviting James Charles to the Met, somebody with a successful music era is bound to come. I didn't find it a big deal that she was there. Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway's look was completely stunning. She is literally serving 90s Chanel. The long white tweed dress with the pins holding it together was iconic. And it was an iconic reference to Chanel's older designs. The supermodel hair was an amazing touch. She literally looks like a 90s model. Everything about it was stunning. Gigi Hadid. I also loved Gigi Hadid's look. I feel like the blonde hair and black dress really popped well together. She looked like a goth princess, truly capturing Karl's edgy style. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this Met Gala recap with some additional history behind the Met Ball and behind this year's theme. Let me know what other outfits you loved that weren't included in this recap. Did you agree with my ratings or not? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.